Hi friends, good evening. In this video we will see how can we keep only the columns we require in an Excel sheet. We actually use filter data table activity or delete columns activity to keep the required columns or delete unnecessary columns, but we can also do that using assign property. That is, inside the assign activity use the data table data type and then data table dot default view property. Using this property you can achieve this. This boolean value is nothing but whether you wish to retrieve all the values from Excel sheet or only distinct values, and then column name you want to keep in that Excel. I'll go to the studio. Let me show the Excel sheet I am going to read. So inside this test data, invoice number, vendor, tax ID, invoice item, total, date. There are totally 5 columns out there, but I wish to keep only invoice number and invoice item. So let us see how can we do that. We'll go back to the studio, read range. I am reading that Excel and saving it in a data table DT invoice, and then I am writing this code. That is, I am going to use default view property, data table invoice dot default view dot to table. I'm going to convert the result as table, and then I'm going to give two values. First as false, that is, this boolean value mentions that I wish to return all the values for the given columns. The only two column name I require is invoice number and invoice item. So let me type that invoice number, invoice item. Okay, now I'm going to use right range activity. So I'll use workbook path from right range. Name is, I will give invoice result. Okay, sheet name. So I'm copying the result to the same data table, that is DT invoice. So I'll give DT invoice. Now let me run this, run file. So it's completed. Let me go to the file explorer. Invoice result Excel sheet is created. So it added only invoice number and invoice item. It didn't add the header because we didn't click add header property. So now I will click add headers. Again I will rerun I have rerun the code. Now I'll go to the file explorer, open the invoice result Excel. Now we have only two columns, invoice number and invoice item. By using this assign activity you can keep only required columns. Thank you friends. If you like this video, please subscribe and encourage this channel. Thank you friends.